You know, we talk about it with the transfer portal and how people think that it benefits the really big schools, and it does. I mean, you got Jahmyr Gibbs transferred from Georgia Tech to Alabama, same with Jermaine Burton. You see some of these big time transfers go to other programs, but you guys and you've done well in your own right in the portal, especially at the quarterback position, to be able to bring some of these kids in where it wasn't fitting somewhere else to come learn and execute your offense to get the attention they probably deserve.
I think there's going to be years where everyone would say, "Hey, we benefited," and then there's probably going to be some years will say we didn't benefit as much and we were hurt more by it because we lost X, Y, and Z to whoever in the Power Five world, or if that makes sense. But this there's no question that we've got Malik Willis and Caden Salter from Tennessee, who I think is going to be an outstanding quarterback. He's just young right now, but he's got some he's got some talent to him. And the D linemen that we got from Auburn, both of them have been huge assets to us. The offensive linemen from Kentucky and from Tulsa are two mainstays in our rotation right now, and they're probably playing the best in the offensive line for us. Our running back, who Day Hunter, who just rushed for over 230 yards, another one. So, I mean, and I'm forgetting people too. We got a safety, and we would raise our hand this year and say we benefited from that. Our starting center, Colorado State transfer. So, we're trying to juggle right now, Matt. What's the best way to approach recruiting? So, do you take 12, 13, 14 high school commits, and then you go and get transfers to fill the rest of the spot? I think it's a guessing game, and you got to be careful. You don't get to know those kids very well.
That's right.
Because they enter that portal, and you really may not even have a home visit with them.
Right.
And it's just hard to feel like you really do know, and do they really fit and all of that. You do as much as you can, but ultimately you're going to have to make a gut decision on it, because it's not a normal recruiting process at all.
No, I mean, you see, you've got probably someone on your staff looking at the portal. Hey, let's go grab that guy, or let's at least have a phone call with him, because you're not on him from the time he's a sophomore or junior in high school, where you get to know the family, you get to know you talk to his high school coaches. A lot of coaches will tell you, they've already formed habits, either good or bad. If you get lucky and get the good habit guy, it's going to work out. You get unlucky, get the bad habit guy, you're stuck.
Listen, I'm not going to talk names because I love all our players, but we were very fortunate this year. Most of ours are really hard workers. There's a couple, though, that, man, they've been set in their ways, and they're having a hard time taking my chasing the standard everyday mantra.
Yeah.
And and that's what you're going to get. And with the new legislation, it's going to be even more critical that you try to find a way to get to know them, because you're on the hook for them for the rest of their eligibility. I don't know if you've seen all of that, but now I take a kid that has 3 years left, and you know what? He shuts it down on me, or quits on me, or tanks it on me because he wasn't ready for the culture here or for whatever. And I'm on the hook for that in my 85 for the remainder of his 3 years.
Right.
Which I don't agree with. It don't make sense to me that a kid can quit on you and you're holding the school responsible, but we're not teaching him anything about finishing. I don't understand all that the NCAA comes up with sometimes, but it is what it is. So now you're really, if you don't really have a good feeling, you probably should move on to the next one.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.